back, fellow gamers, to another Mixed Stardust Let's Play. I think we're on session 11. I'm a little confused about our current content number. You can see a lot has changed around here. Yeah, I did some recording yesterday, and it turns out I've forgot to turn my recorder off and then turn it back on, and apparently when I exit Minecraft and restart it, for some reason or another it stays on the full screen from my client when the game goes to launch. So I'm not really too sure what's up with that, and it's kind of a big disappointment for me yesterday, actually. Really frustrating because I did quite a lot. I died twice, 3, 4, 8 times, as well as built a craft computer, and I wanted to build some turtles to make space for me while I'm working. I kind of wanted to run some simple programs on them and get them to hollow out a corridor like this, go over maybe 20 blocks, build a room that's like this 10 by 10 size roughly. No, this isn't quite 10 by 10, but you know, and then keep on going down and basically build me a bunch of chambers. But I need some diamonds for that, and I only had 2 diamonds left. So I decided to try out this hammer. I figured if I'm going to find diamonds, I'm going to find at least 1 at a time. Or rather 2. More than 1 is what I was trying to say. So, what I'm currently doing is, well, first trying to get all of this stuff put away, because... Oh, that's copper. No, don't put the copper in there. So I built another portal because I wanted to go after this gas tier that I need for the air, what is it called again? The air rune. And then I, well, whoa, how did you get out? Maybe I've got too many in here now. I guess it doesn't really matter much. Alright. So you want to play games. Just get over here. What? Oh, that was the gold sword and not the sacrificial dagger. I knew that was going to happen to me. So I messed up something else. Wish I was perfect. Anyway, for these things, the first thing that I need to do is create the blank slates, right? And then I've got to take a blank slate and upgrade that into, I don't know what they're called. We're going to find out here in a second. I think it's an advanced blank slate or something to that nature. Here it is, a reinforced slate. So I've got to make a bunch of these as prerequisites, which is kind of half of the reason for the cow farm. I'm working on trying to fill my network as well. So I've noticed what's stored in the altar is separate from your overall network, as you can tell from the numbers on the bottom of the screen. So that's kind of cool, because things that you're using for your rituals and spell casting are totally separated from things that you're using for your machines and devices. So I wanted to work on how to get materials up from the mine more quickly, because I've been having to run back and forth quite a bit and do some hauling, and I've decided that I'm going to build a railroad station, because I don't know enough about a lot of these mods yet to be able to add in the teleport stuff and everything like that. I mean, I've built them with creative mode and everything, but as far as construction goes, you know, I don't know how involved all of the processes are to tier everything up. So I've been just kind of, and this is glitching through here on this corner. It's weird. I really hope that it works, because theoretically that's right where it needs to be. So I'm wondering, oh, you know what? This one's going over. Okay. All right. Well, I don't get it. I guess I'm gonna just move this track over. I wanna make sure that this is gonna work. I don't want any graphical glitches to kind of mess things up. I don't have any powered rails on this or anything like that yet, because it's not long enough to go down into the mine. This is just what I recovered from the actual mine object, world generation. Oh. Okay, so I'm gonna put this stuff away. One thing that I wanted to do was show you guys this hammer. I don't know for anybody unfamiliar with Tinker's Construct. As I was talking about building turtles in what I thought was going to be another video, I decided I was going to build this hammer, and this is really awesome. So it seems like this is going to save me an awful lot of time looking for diamonds. So hopefully I'll have a bunch of diamonds relatively quickly, and I'll be able to put out some more videos today using blood magic, because that's what everybody suggests, and it seems like everybody's getting into the idea of using the blood magic. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to put this stuff away and I'll be back shortly. Okay, yeah, one more thing before I forget. I built this little trap here. It's not quite as effective as I'd hoped. I've got to rework this a little bit in order to make it better. I'm thinking what I can do is use those blueberry bushes. So from my little test there, where I had damaged myself and got into the blood into the foundry, what I did was just put one ingot in there, and it doesn't happen but ever so often, but these mobs do fall in here, and it's kind of trickling in blood just like I'd hoped. So anyway, I'm almost finished putting my inventory away, and I'm gonna jump down and start some more mining. And finally, I'm finding more diamonds. I've got 3 over here so far. Just as I suspected, I wouldn't find just one together, so that was nice. Let me tell you guys what. This Tinker's Construct hammer is what's up. This has saved me so much time mining. This took me like 2 minutes to mine compared to, I don't know, 15. I cleared out this entire area. I've gathered all of these ores, and it's been like 5 minutes since, well, I'm gonna say closer to 10 minutes or so since I, whoops, gotta fill that in. Since I, took the cut break. I don't know what else to, anyway, so yeah, this Tinker's Construct hammer, let me tell you what, if you're new to modding and you've got Tinker's Construct added and you feel like it's way too complicated and there are way too many things going on to be able to build simple tools, it's worth it. This has saved me so much time. Look at all of this that I've done. I came down here on one of my typical pilot channels that I make, and I did this by hand. This probably takes about 3 minutes or so roughly to mine that. And I cleared all of this out in probably the amount of time it took me to make that small channel in the front. Coming down here the old school way, going one little pilot every 3 rows roughly, you know, how I used to do things, like here and then here, yeah, every 3. Boy, let me tell you what, this is searching way more squares way more quickly. Just look at this. Look at this. It's insane. Watch this. It's like 30 blocks gone. Well, more than that. It's like 50, 90. A lot, right? It's crazy. Anyway, so I'm going to keep mining until I'm completely out of room and I got to go drop off this stuff, and I'll be back with you guys shortly. Oh, is that poisonous water? Aluminum? I think that's poison. Hold on. What's it doing to me? Nothing. This I think might be magic. Is this healing me? Did I find some type of Zelda healing fountain? Anyway, I want these ore berries. So it does seem to be healing me. Or, well, I don't know. Those ore berries don't do a lot anyway. So, I'm connected. Huh. Let me fill this in. Alright, guys, I'm gonna... Oh, it's that void where the berries were. I guess this doesn't replenish. So, yeah, as I said, I'm gonna continue exploring and use my new favorite tool here and hopefully find some more diamonds. I've got just enough now to be able to do the air rune from what I've seen, or air. I want to make sure this one's not poisonous. I thought that one of them was regular water one time and I jumped in it. Alright, I'll be back shortly with some blood magic rituals. Welcome back. I've taken the liberty to go ahead and create the iron pickaxe, the shovel, and the axe, which I need to make these mining sigils. So we're gonna see how these work, because I have no idea what to expect. I've also taken a little bit of time out, kind of tried to collect my thoughts a little bit and get things more organized. I've really just kind of been running around and playing around and having fun and trying to make these videos as quickly as possible without really taking much time out to make my life easier, really. So I've gone ahead and added signs onto all of these boxes for what they contain, so there's going to be no more, oh, what's in this box, what's in that box. I've still got a couple of signs left to make, but this should really help to keep things more organized. I had these. I'm actually going to just scoop this up, because what I was originally doing here was just trying to empty these buckets to get the lava, which I needed for a lava sigil. But I was looking at the recipe again, double checking it, and it said that I need to have magma cream. Okay, and that's not exactly something I'm capable of obtaining at the moment because of my current level of my armor and everything. So I've also added a few more books over here to my enchantment table. So now I've got this much going on over here. hopefully soon, not too far into the future, I'll have that ramped up, and I've got to take some time off and check the forums for having the most control over that as possible. So just to experiment around a little bit with this mining sigil, it says we're at 180 and 60. So now I want to see, oh, it's a buff. Oh, huh. Alright. Now we're at 178.60. So that'll stay on. So how much? Okay, 178.60. Did that once, and that brought us down to 177.60. So that's 100 per use. Now, testing this further. Whoops, not that. Alright. So I can use this, and it will only drain 1. Wow, this just got so fast. Boom, boom, boom. Oh yeah. I'm liking this. I don't even need any turtles anymore. I was going to use the turtles just to kind of help save myself some time. But this is so fast. So now the only problem with this, well, not that, but I've got to find a better way of keeping myself healed while I'm performing these rituals, because I noticed that using the cows is really kind of a pain in the butt to lead them from one area to the next, even though they're right next to my blood magic ritual chamber. So I'm having a hard time with the cattle, and then having to constantly sit there and kind of babysit the herd and remember to grow it and everything like that. So I think in the long run, what's going to be best is going to be to just use the blood magic on myself. So now I'm trying to figure out what I can do to heal myself more effectively. Wow, I really, really am glad that I made this Sigil of the Fast Miner. This is really too cool. I'm assuming I just right-click to turn it off. Yeah, how about that? That's really awesome. So, I don't think it's going to take too much longer to mine for diamonds in the future. There was another sigil. Let me check my paper. There was another sigil that I wanted to make. A sigil of magnetism. I think that I have the right here. Yeah. So I think I've got everything I need for that. Nope, that's a magician's blood orb. So that's on the next tier up, I think, because I have the apprentice and I have the weak one. Alright, so I'm gonna have to tier this up one more time in order to get that. And there was something I could make, which was the something like a spell table. Yeah, there we are. So I just need stone and a blood rune. Now, I think that was something I was capable of producing. Okay, to make a blood rune, I just need 2 blank slates and some stone. I should have enough in my altar. Hopefully, I don't have to cut to another break to show you guys that. Checking that recipe one more time. There was something I was just looking for, and I might have been just kind of rambling. Yeah, okay, because everything I have that I need for all of this is down here now. So I was just kind of subconsciously looking through things for no reason. Back down into here. We've got this, right? We've got a blank slate, and I needed 2, right? 2 blank slates and 6 stones. Let me double check this to make sure. Yeah, that's just about full. So we should be good. That's the craft thing, right? The entropy. Let me go put this away while... no, I don't want to leave that unattended because otherwise it's going to upgrade further on its own, I believe. So since I'm heading back in that direction now, I can stop running around all over the place and deal with things more coherently here. So, Thaumcraft. Now, we need that. We need this. And then it was blank stones. And nothing. What? Oh, so the weak one. So this is something we could have done a long time ago. Now, I don't know why I did that. I'm completely unfamiliar with the way that any spell casting for this mod works. So I'm going to have to take some time out as soon as I complete this altar, which I think I'm gonna use that room up there for the magic area, unless I don't know, I might be able to just do it in here. I could build this out further over that way, or you know what, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna get rid of all these cattle. I'm tired of hearing them mooing in the background anyway. So I need to put this in there, and that's gonna soak up some blood, I think, or not. Does this need to be infused? It doesn't seem like it. I thought that that's how these worked. I might be wrong. So backpedaling to the table, spell table. Okay, red. Oh, the red wool. I've got wool, and I know where my plants are, so I should hopefully be able to dye it. I should have double checked that I had everything. You live and you learn. I'm getting better at this every day anyway. I'm starting to really get a grasp on organizing my videos and making a I don't know if I can do it with this. Well, it looks like I'm gonna have to go out and spend some time finding some red flowers to make dyes with. So thanks for checking out the Sigil of the Fast Miner. Anybody who wants to find a way to increase their mining, that is definitely one way to go about doing it. I think it's really interesting. So I'll be back shortly with some more information on blood magic.